students, it's not only about books, exams, study groups, assignments. It's not only about that. It comes with stress, expectations, pressures, and struggles that people go through silently that nobody knows. Yes, people go through a lot silently that others do not know. If you do not manage those stress well, it might lead to wider challenges which will affect your mental well-being. Yes. So today we are looking at how to protect your mental health from anything at all. We are doing that intentionally. Okay. So of course you are welcome to another exciting edition of the Passion Achievers, where passion meets purpose, and every conversation you have with me move you a step closer to your dream. Stay with me as we look at how we can protect your mental health as a student. How you can protect your mental health as a student is very, very important, because as a student, most of the time your parents and they are not with you. You only get to talk to them over the phone. So you get to have your roommates and your classmates to yourself as your support on campus. But sometimes things can feel so overwhelming that you don't know how to go about things, and begin to affect your mental health and your academic performance. So we are coming to work towards that today. So please stay with me, okay? And of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and also share as well. And of course, my name is Clara Yayura Aboga. So the first step in protecting your mental health is to recognize your feelings. Very, very important. Do not ignore anxiety, fear, over happiness. They all happen. So understand your feelings. Am I always sad? Am I always happy? Pay attention to how you feel. Like, take it seriously. So if I'm always a happy person, and all of a sudden people begin to tell me, oh, you are quiet nowadays, you are becoming sad nowadays it's like you want to be on your own. Pay attention. It might be a sign of something deeper you are going through, but you yourself, you do not know. Yes. Or you are always the cool type, all of a sudden you become so hyper. People begin to notice before you even notice, and they'll be, oh, nowadays you're so happy, nowadays you're so loud. Pay attention to yourself. It's very, very, very important in protecting your mental health. Maybe you are going through something deeper, and the only way of expressing it is to just act as if you're excited. So all of a sudden you're excited. Or maybe the only way of expressing it is sadness, and you're sad, you're always sober. People notice and they talk to you. Please take it seriously. Pay attention to it. Awareness is the beginning of care. Awareness is the beginning of care. If you're not aware of yourself, of your environment, you wouldn't even know if, like, you have 5 fingers. So if you wake up and you find all of a sudden you find 6 fingers on your right arm, you should be scared, right? Yes. It's the same way when you are aware of your mental well-being. When there's any change, you quickly notice. Visit the counselor. I know every school has a counselor, so you get to visit the counselor and you protect your mental health. It's very, very important. Okay. Another important step is to manage your stress. People don't get to manage their stress. Then it gets to pile up, become something tough, and people feel like doing other things to themselves. Manage your stress well. School comes with a lot of stress. Especially when it's exam period and you're studying and anything is not entering your head, you will feel so overwhelmed. So learn to manage it. I'm overwhelmed. Do I need to talk to somebody? Do I need to visit the counseling center? Do I need to call my parents? Do I need to sleep, wake up, and feel refreshed? Know yourself, okay? Then work towards that. It's very, very important, okay? Very, very important. Academic pressure can be overwhelming. We've all been there before, especially during exam and deadlines. I've already spoken about that. Exams, deadlines, you're overwhelmed. Break your task into smaller parts. Only you have assignment to do. Midterm is coming. You need to go for group studies. You also need to cook. You also need to clean. Break them down. Have a timetable. Plan yourself so you don't get overwhelmed and stressed that it will affect your mental well-being. Okay. This helps to reduce unnecessary pressure. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay. You should also learn to have rest. If you've known me for some time now, you know that I always stress on rest, because life is already overwhelming. So when you feel pressure, please have rest. Get up, then continue. Because if you break down, it's going to be something else. So please have some rest, take a nap, visit a game center, play a game with friends, watch a movie, listen to calm down your stress, please. Because when you break down, it might be something else. Rest is not a sign of laziness, no. Sometimes you need it. You need it to be able to regain your energy. Okay, it's very, very important. It is necessary for your mind to function properly. Yes. If something is wrong with your mind, it's going to affect every area of your life because that is what you think. For exams, for daily routine, everything. So if something is wrong with your mind, it's going to affect your whole life. Okay. Sleep well, take breaks, and allow yourself, give yourself time to recover. It's very important. Okay, give yourself time to recover. Another key point we need to talk about is to talk to someone. Like I said, talk to somebody. When you feel alone, talk to somebody. They will help you out. It will surprise you that after speaking to somebody, you feel okay. Okay, talk to somebody. That's why they say that problem shared is a problem halved. So yes, so talk to that friend, talk to that mate, talk to that partner. Okay, it's very, very important. Do not keep everything to yourself. When you keep everything, your head will explode. Oh. When you keep everything to yourself, your head will explode. So please speak to a friend, a family. Okay, it reduces the heaviness. Okay, sharing your thoughts. Okay, can help to reduce the emotional burden. Okay, that girl has rejected you. Everything is all bottled up in your head. You've gotten that broken heart. Talk to your friends about it. Good friends, though. Then it helps you to calm down. Your exams didn't go well. You are stressed. You've trailed. How am I going to go about it? You are crying. Talk to somebody. Talk to your friends. Talk to your friends. It helps you to do what? To overcome it. Okay. You should also avoid unhealthy comparison. It brings a lot of stress. Unhealthy comparison. My friend has done A, so I must also do it by hook or by crook. No, calm down on yourself. Do it at your own pace. That doesn't mean that you should be lazy, no. But do it at your own pace. Compare yourself to others can increase your stress. Okay, it can increase yourself and you reduce your self-worth. Be like, why can Kofi do it and me I can't do it? Okay? So focus on your journey and progress. Because everybody's journey is different. Okay, everybody's journey is different. So focus on that. Okay. Another important thing we need to look at is activities that make you feel relaxed. It's very important. So if watching movies makes you feel relaxed, then I think you should do that when you are stressed. If listening to music makes you feel relaxed, then I think you should do that when you are stressed. Okay. If speaking to people makes you relaxed, then you do it. Okay. Very, very important. Don't bottle things up. Okay. Don't do that. And finally, don't be scared to seek for help. Seeking help isn't a sign of weakness. No. The counseling center. Speak to somebody that somebody new. Express yourself. Talk to them. They will help you out. It's not a sign of weakness at all to seek for help. No. No, at all. Especially when it comes to issues of mental health. People keep things in their mind and one day it explodes and they do something bad to themselves. Okay. Your counselor is your friend. Okay. Your counselor is your friend. So always visit them when you feel overwhelmed. Ask for help. It's very, very important. Just like that, we've come to the end of this edition of the Passion Achievers. I know you've really been inspired, so please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Okay. Until we meet next time, keep achieving your dreams.